Hari Om everyone. Welcome all of you to Gita Gnana Yagna session. Let's start the class with Guru Vandan. Guru Brahma,
Guru Brahma,
Guru Vishnu,
Gurur Vishnu,
Guru Devo Maheshwaraha,
Guru Devo Maheshwaraha,
Guru Sakshat,
Guru Sakshat,
Parabrahma,
Parabrahma,
Tasmai Shri,
Tasmai Shri,
Gurave Namaha,
Guruve Namaha,
Dhyana Moolam,
Dhyanamoolam,
Gurur Murti,
Gurur Murti,
Puja Moolam,
Puja Moolam,
Gurur Padam,
Gurur Padam,
Mantra Moolam,
Mantra Moolam,
Gurur Vakyam,
Gurur Vakyam,
Moksha Moolam,
Moksha Moolam,
Guru Kripa.
Guru Kripa.
Slowly open your eyes. Hari Om. So let's continue our contemplation on the fourth chapter, which is Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Over here in Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, first Krishna goes on to say what is generally as a, there are two things. One is Rudhartha, the other one is Gudhartha. According to Rudhartha, sannyasa means wearing saffron robes or basically people see the attire or the where they live or if they go away from the society. External factors are considered as template for sannyasa or something like this. That is not alone the sannyasa. One should leave the ahankara from within. So the internally dropping the I factor is the actual sannyasa. Sorry. And not only that, with that we realize that even a grihastha can be sannyasa, and a sannyasi who has renounced everything, appearing like a monk, need not be a sannyasi as well, right? And we also, we saw in detail about all this. So, in continuation, Krishna goes on to say, what is Krishna? Now, Arjuna asks a question. Arjuna asks a question. Like Krishna goes on to say, uh, this all this gnana, the knowledge, was given to son Vivasvan. I gave it to son. So now Arjuna is curious. I have seen you now. I know you now. How can you give knowledge to son? Son has been there always. So it also means that now there are again Adibhautika, Adhyatmika, Adidevika, and Adhyatmika meaning of this. So Adibhautika is more the sun. We should not consider the physical sun. It is the energy. It is the energy form of Vivasvan Maharishi. And Adhyatmika meaning is, so now Krishna goes on to say, uh, when we say Vivasvan, is the light of your own self, is the uh, you are that Brahman, you are that Parabrahman. So this knowledge, the Parabrahman, knowledge of the Parabrahman, Vivasvan Manave Praha, uh, it goes on to the Manas. Manu Rikshva, when he says, I gave the knowledge to Sun, Sun has given it to Manu, who is the first man, and Manu gives it to all other rishis. And from there it goes on to is passed on to many kings. And over the time that has been lost, and I am giving it to you, Arjuna, now. For this, Arjuna is confused that how can you give it to Sun, etc., etc. So, the Adhyatmika meaning what Krishna goes on to say is, but the Parabrahman gives the knowledge through the Manas to the, Manu over here is the Manas. Vivasvan is the higher self. Manu is the Manas. And other rishis, Manu who gives to the other rishis are the sense organs.
Hmm.
To different sense organs, it moves on into the external world. So this is the Adhyatmika meaning of this. So um, how earlier what used to happen was in the okay, generally knowledge is given to kings. Why is it given to kings? Because king has a very big responsibility. All the kings, they have a very bigger responsibility of the society, of the kingdom, more and more people. So if one person on the higher up is taught, then it can be easily, the knowledge can be easily passed down, to
Hmm.
the bottommost level of the, even the layman will be able to follow and understand, okay, the king does this, let me do this, something like this. So that's why knowledge was given to king. How it was given to kings? One is they were sent to Gurukula in their early ages. The other is they had all through their life, they used to have somebody called, like how we know ministers, the mantri and
Hmm.
other ministers that used to be there in the assembly of the king. There used to be somebody called Raja Rishi as well. Okay. And Raja Rishi is must. Now this Raja Rishi, he is an enlightened, he would be an enlightened, he would be very knowledgeable Rishi. So he will be the royal advisor for the king. If the king needs to do any battle or take any big decisions, uh, he will first take the advice from the Raja Rishi. Can this be done? Any auspicious thing? When should be done? How this can be done? Or from whom can this be done? How far this should reach? All this kind of advices was asked from the Raja Rishi. With the help of that and with the help of the skills and the knowledge which kings had got, they could rule the kingdom very righteously and nicely. So Krishna goes on, okay, this is the Adhyatmika meaning of it, Arjuna. Uh, and he also says, now Arjuna is curious that how do you know? How can you pass it on to the son? That is
Hmm.
also there.
Hmm.
So now Krishna slowly goes on to reveal he is an avatara. What he goes on to explain what is an avatara, how he is Bhagwan, and in the sense, um, what is an avatara? So what is an avatara means, we have heard that there are many avatars. Generally, we have famously heard about
Hmm.
Dashavatara.
Hmm.
So, and people think, oh, there are only 10 avatars. No, no, no. There are many, many hundreds of avatars. And um, how does these avatara come into existence? Can uh, God be born on the earth? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. And how it happens? Now there are two things which we had already spoken. One is Vyashti, another is Samashti. Some time ago we had discussed. So say how me and you are born is generally how uh, because of the past karma that I have accumulated, I'm born because of the past momentum. So whatever karma I have accumulated, accordingly my momentum will be there, and in such and such a place I will be born. Is it only dependent of on my karma? No. One is my karma. Other one is that is Vyashti, my karma which I am talking about. The other one is Samashti.
Hmm.
Samashti is the collective karma in the world that is happening at that moment. Say, for example, a person wants to be a doctor, wants to treat people with diseases, help people and all that. Okay, I want to be a doctor. I'll be born with that thought, with that karma, with that momentum. If I am born, I can be a doctor only if there are patients.
Hmm.
There should be some kind of disease in the world. It's not, I want disease, that's why I'm born. No. But because I want to treat, I'll be put in a place where I can treat. Where there is no disease, I want to be a doctor. Can I be? No, it's not safe. You want to be a teacher, you need to, there need to be students.
Hmm.
Otherwise, you can't teach,
Hmm.
right? In the same way, say somebody wants to be a warrior. has a past momentum that I want to be a warrior, I want to fight for my country, something like that. So such a person uh, will be, just because his karma is he want to be a warrior, he'll not be immediately born, he or she. He will have to wait until a war kind of scenario is cooking up, is kind of happening.
Hmm.
Until then, the Jivatma will have to wait to take birth.
Hmm.
So the normal human being like me and you will have to be born with the Vyashti and the Samashti karma. One is my own karma and collective karma. Everything acting together. Is that clear?
Yeah, I have a question. So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
means
yeah.
that everyone, the reason that they're born on earth is they have a purpose in life. Yeah. But I've seen so many people, they just live, eat, sleep, just like what other organisms also do, and then leave the body without
Mm.
creating any impact. So, what about those people? If we have a purpose in life, how do we identify that? Now, for example, Krishna at the age of 16 or 17, he understood what his purpose of life was. That's why he went to
Mm.
Dwaraka.
Mm.
What about simple people like us? Like, I have so many things that I want to do social good, but nothing is happening. So my thoughts are not matching with,
Huh.
like what I want to do is not matching. So how do I know that I'm born for this purpose, and how do I execute it rather than wasting the time that I've been given,
Mm.
this golden
So,
opportunity of life? Yeah.
huh. So the time, there is a time for everything. Now,
Hmm.
everything, like I said, even for the warrior to be born, the war will suddenly will not happen. The pre conditions of the war should take place.
Hmm.
Something somewhere should happen, something somewhere, you know. In the same way, for a teacher to be born, there should be students who should be born after the teacher as well, or before, whatever. There should be students who require knowledge from that kind of teacher as well. So that kind of students also should be. So the collective karma, it's slowly happening. It 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 is happening, and it will be given the right time when you are set to go.
Hmm.
Even you are getting ready. Even the collective thing is getting ready. At some point, yes, this is going to happen. If your
Hmm.
inner urge is really strong, it will happen immediately. It will
Hmm.
happen.
That's why in the Western world also they talk about law of attraction, law of visualization. So that when we connect to our Sanatana Dharma, it's like you keep doing your duty, keep doing your actions as an offering to Krishna, and things will slowly fall in place. That's
Huh.
what law of attraction and this means.
Huh.
Like,
You don't worry about when I will do it. It will happen for you. You have the urge. You are collecting the knowledge. You are having the satsanga and that kind of things. You are working towards it. You also do your swadhyaya, which is
hmm,
learning and that kind of things. When the preparedness is there, getting there, once it is ready, it will be ready, set, and go. It will happen. It will happen. It will be made it for you.
hmm,
Maybe if it is only half and half done, if
hmm,
even the environment is half and half, if you are also not very, um, not to say like this, but if somebody is not very capable, then
hmm,
only the intention is there, but we need to produce it as well. It should be displayed as well, right? To the passed on to the world as well, right? In a
hmm,
right way, in a right form, in the right place, it will happen.
hmm,
And if the inner urge is strong, that will definitely happen.
hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
So, and for this is the case of, say, you and me. But what is the case in the case of Avatara? For Avatara to be born, which is God to be born, there is no Vyashti karma. Okay? There is no Where is the Vyashti karma? Is his Bhagwan. There is no, it's clean. There is no karma, Vyashti karma as such. But then how will the avatara will be born? There is a collective karma happening. So that's why Krishna goes on to say, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanim. So whenever the dharma is shaken, is not in place, then the because of the collective karma, and we'll talk about the Rishi part later, when it is required, avatara will be pulled onto the earth to be born. And this is the requirement of the society. Say if somebody is able to do good for say 10 people, but if an avatara comes, he or she will be able to do good for millions of people. So it's too much of uh, collective karma. And this collective karma, like I said, it is dependent on rishis. How I'll tell. Um, uh, just because there is a requirement in the society, it will not just happen. Okay, there should be some good practices also happening in the society to make the uh, God to take a form, a body, name and a form, right? It's a body in the form of that's what we all able to see, right? So some good practices should also have happened. How? Many rishis, they keep doing yagna and all that, many good activities. Because of all those good practices, good things happening, all this will be able to bring down the avatar onto the earth. It is only the samashti karma, not the vyashti karma. This is what Krishna says. And when it is required, Krishna will be, avatara will happen. And Krishna also goes on to say, Arjuna, uh, how I am born, if one knows how I am born, then you will know that is what is realization. In the sense, say, when Krishna was born, even he was born in the form of a body, right? Even he had a body, right? Body, mind, and everything. So even I have that, even you have that. But when I or you were born, we were born ignorant. We were not knowing that I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the you. We were so rooted in the body and mind and intellect, right? Whereas when Krishna is born, he knows that he is not the body, he is not the mind, he is not the intellect. That's what he means when he says, if you know my birth, then you will know that is what is self-realization. That in the sense, if you know his birth, you will know yourself as well. Even you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are not the intellect. And he also goes on to say that there is nobody on this planet who doesn't follow Bhagwan, he says. So how can we understand this? There are many atheists. There are many people who don't follow Bhagwan. How can you simply say that everybody follows Parabrahman? No, that is not the case. No. It shouldn't be taken that way. Say, Krishna says, whatever you follow, whatever form of Parabrahman you follow, you will get me in that form. Krishna goes on to say, you worship me in whatever form, you will get me in that way. And there is nobody on this planet who doesn't follow me, worship Parabrahman. In the sense, say somebody worships Parabrahman in the form of money, they get money. Somebody worships Parabrahman in the form of high, uh, uh, posts and in very big positions in that sort of thing. They get Bhagwan in that form. So is money not God? Of course, even that is money. Just that the person who would be worshipping money need not see it in the form of God, but he is worshipping money.
Mm.
Krishna says, in whatever form you worship me, I come to you in that form. Did you get that meaning?
Yeah, I got it, but a slight disconnect. Like we
Huh.
consider money, power, position as materialistic.
Huh.
How there is a contradiction there.
Huh. So Krishna says, if you worship me in the form of materialistic pleasures, I come
Mm.
to you in the form of materialistic pleasures only.
Okay,
Even
okay.
money we call Lakshmi.
Mm,
Even
mm,
other materials we call other, give names. The
mm,
names have been, they are named, right? In different
mm.
different forms of God.
Yeah,
If you worship me in the form of book, I will come to you in the form of book, in the form of knowledge,
yeah. Mm.
right?
Yeah,
So,
got
is that
yeah,
correct?
yeah, that's
Huh.
clear. Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't know God, he doesn't pray to God, he doesn't sit and pray, do puja or tell japa, tapa, nothing he does. But he wants something else. He wants some good big positions. Maybe he wants to become some politician. He likes that part of Parabrahman. Even that is Parabrahman.
Mm.
Sarvam Khaluidam Brahma, which is everything is Brahman.
Mm.
We should not consider. Now, there are very important thing. When people come to a spiritual class, they have this in mind. Oh, this is all is materialistic world. There is something called spiritual world. I want to
Mm.
learn about the spiritual world. This
Mm.
is also spiritual world only. We should not categorize that. Oh, where this world is only money, only this, only
Mm.
trouble, only hatred. So this is not spiritual world. There is something called spiritual world, God's world. I want to go there. I want to see that. Not like that. That and this both are parallelly existing and both are Brahman.
Mm.
This is the Shakti form of Brahman. That is Shiva. That's why we say Shiva and Shakti. They both exist, coexist together.
Mm.
We leave this and then I will go there. No, that will not happen. You accept this. This is also Parabrahman only.
Mm.
Did you get that? Is that?
Yeah, yeah, got it, got it. Yeah.
Oh,
So, like, we have people like Janaka Maharaja or
ah,
Narendra Modi or
yes,
any, I mean,
yes,
even a researcher who's
yes,
very engrossed in their work, they are devoted to that.
yes.
They can be spiritual. They are spiritual because they're devoted to their
Yes,
work.
yes,
Apart from that, there are also people like in Ramakrishna Ashram or Ramana Maharshi Ashram or in ISKCON who have left everything
yes.
and they're purely devoted to that.
Okay.
They have chosen that path.
Yes,
So that is also right. And we can also be like that being here
yes.
in this. Okay.
100%. 100%. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Krishna goes on to give, Krishna had given the example of Janaka Maharaja only, like you said.
Hmm.
Janaka Maharaja was an enlightened king. If somebody asked him, you are an enlightened person, why are you enjoying the riches? Why shouldn't I enjoy the riches? Riches is
Hmm.
also Parabrahman. Why should I neglect the riches? Tell me. He was telling this. Just
Hmm.
because somebody got enlightened, he need not become a beggar. He doesn't have to.
Hmm.
I'm okay with the riches, he told. Krishna
Hmm.
gives Janaka Maharaja its example only in the third chapter.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, that's okay, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Huh.
That's good. Thank you.
So the next, so like you said, the scientist, for example, maybe the scientist doesn't believe God, whatever, do puja or whatever, but he likes experimenting, exploring, and in all the innovating and everything. So that is what puja he is doing. That is what he is devoted to. That part
Hmm.
of Parabrahman is liking it. So God will come in that form, in the form of science, in the form of all the this thing he will in the form of science only. The person will be able to see Parabrahman. That's what he is liking. Yes, he is devoted to that.
Hmm.
He is already a karma yogi without knowing that he is a karma yogi. He
Hmm.
doesn't know the term that he is karma yogi. We
Hmm.
are talking about it. and understanding how to become a karma yogi, how to follow that in everyday practices and all that, dropping the doership. Such people who are very much dedicated, maybe such scientists are, they want to give some nice medicine to cure, say for example, cancer. They are doing so much of research to find a medicine for cancer. Say if a person comes out with a medicine, now that is going to help the entire world, right? It's spreading so much. So the person has cured the disease in the entire world, and he is dedicated, devoted towards his work. He was so very devoted, and in the research that he got Parabrahman in that form, and all this while he was a karma yogi without knowing that he was working for Bhagwan. So for such a person who is extremely purified, now he is working towards a higher goal to the society. If we'll take the scientist example, for example, he or she is working for the entire society. He or she has no clue, not interested in Bhagwan, whatever, nothing, okay? Not at all, not ever, never heard of it, never did one puja, never went to temple, church, or any religious places, but is able to serve the entire society. Okay. Such a person is a karma yogi, he is devoted to the work. Even that is Parabrahman, even that is Brahman in another form, another name. Such a person is very purified internally, wants to serve the society, right? Now that purified Jivatma, when he or she is born next, due to the momentum, due to the purification that the person has attained, will go and get a Sadguru in the next birth. Will the momentum will create a Sadguru. Even for, say, for example, there are there is an aspiring student with Vyashti Karma who wants to be, who wants knowledge, okay, and to be born. Then such a person will wait until the guru is also born. The collective karma should produce a guru and then the student will be born. That should also happen together.
Yeah.
So, and then it will go on from there, get the knowledge and get mukti. So, over here, Krishna says, Gnani is someone. Now he, because Arjuna asked, how do you know, how did you teach sun and all that? So he told, he explained what is an avatara, what is Bhagwan, how avatara comes into, earth and all that, how avatara is born and all that. And now he goes on to say, action, inaction, okay. A person who knows there is inaction in the action is a gnani. A gnani also knows there is action in inaction. In the sense, I will tell you. So, say we are doing something, for example, like how we saw in all these sessions. Am I even doing something? I'm just an observer, right? I'm just a witness. Everything is just happening. I am not doing something. I'm only claiming that I'm doing something after I finish doing something. Everything is just happening, right? So there is an inaction in that action, and somebody wants to say, okay, I will not do anything and keep quiet. Can a person just keep quiet? The heart will beat. You can't just keep quiet, right? So there is an action in inaction as well. So somebody who is able to understand this is Agnani, Krishna says. And what are you? You are beyond everything. Is that okay, Radhika ji?
Yeah.
Okay. And for that he says, Prakriti Kriyamana Manani. You think you are doing everything. Everything is automatically happening through the nature. Natural process. You are not doing anything. Say, do you paint, Radhika ji? Draw or do something?
No, I write.
You write.
Yeah.
Okay. You write something. You write. There is a person who
Hmm.
writes, and there is a material, the final result that is written, and there is writing that is happening,
Hmm.
right? While you write, do you like do you create or
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I
yeah? Okay,
create, yeah,
right.
content. Creation.
Okay. So while you are writing, where is you?
Yeah, I'm fully engrossed in.
You are fully engrossed. That is karma yoga that you are doing.
Hmm.
Because fully you are engrossed, you have forgotten that you, that I, let me not
Hmm.
use you, I'll say I in the sense that's you.
Hmm. Hmm.
You've forgotten that I, that little I is forgotten, it's not existing. Say you write 10 pages.
Hmm.
After the 10 pages, you finish and you feel okay, yes, you feel, you know, you feel okay. And then you see, you feel satisfied. It's a nice material that I've written. Now the I comes and claims, yes, I've written this.
Hmm.
In the end, and it happens so quickly, these thoughts, one by one, thoughts come so fastly that you need to identify that last thought, I, which comes and claims that I did this. Until then, it didn't, it never, it had disappeared. It was
Hmm.
never existing. Even now, it's never existing. It's only I go and tell, I attended the class,
Hmm.
I discussed this, that kind of thing, after the class is over. Until
Hmm.
then, we have forgotten what, where am I? That, okay, did you get that?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, I got it. So what do we do with that I thought?
Huh.
I read a lot of your messages about Ramana Maharshi. It's confusing to me. After getting to know that I thought, what do I do with it?
Huh. So you inquire. That is what we've told. This is direct path. You just inquire so we take time for meditation, right? Take time out for meditation. Do this as a practice, 10 minutes morning or even whenever if you keep the time, same time every day, body will start having that kind of clock, right?
Hmm.
It's easier for your body to remember that this is meditation time. Like how during lunch hour we feel hungry, it automatically triggers. So if there is a meditation time that you can set, it will be helpful. It will be really, really helpful. So what we should do is now, one very important thing is I go and do meditation. That's why, I will remain calm in the world. Don't go with that assumption. What you do, even now you can meditate. While you are talking, you can meditate. In the sense, you can be an observer and see that it's only the body mind mechanism that is talking. Okay, that will
Hmm.
happen when you do the when you now that is not happening while you're moving and all that, right? It's difficult to observe.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now when you're talking, it's difficult to say I'm observing, my mouth is talking. It's difficult to say that, right? So first you practice. First you sit and practice. Sit for 10 minutes and inquire the question, who is this? Who is this? You just sit and do nothing, in the sense observe the thoughts. It will immediately come up with thoughts, right? It will think about maybe
Hmm.
India or somewhere else, or maybe your holiday destination, or maybe something that is not good, some tragic things.
Hmm.
All kinds of thoughts keep coming up. It will keep jumping from here and there everywhere. Don't get carried away with the thoughts.
Hmm.
uh, oh, I was sad. Don't go
Hmm.
into that. Just observe that that happened and you witnessed it. Say if you are in a holiday. Oh, this was such a nice, I was so happy. No, though I was happy, don't go into that detail. You just
Hmm.
observe that you witnessed it. There was a time when this kind of experiences happened and you are witnessing it. Don't get carried away with the thoughts. Let the thoughts come.
Hmm.
Don't suppress the thoughts. By suppressing thoughts, nothing will happen. Let that come, let that go on, let that keep happening. There will be a very big drama played by the mind when you sit for 10 minutes. Okay. 10,000 thoughts will come in just 10 minutes. Okay. Let it come. Don't get carried away. Let it play the drama. You just witness it and ask yourself, who are these thoughts coming for? Say it.
Who are these thoughts coming for?
Who is this thoughts for? Ask.
Hmm.
This little I cannot handle the intellect. It shies away from the intellect. It cannot handle the logic. So if you ask who is this thought for, it cannot handle the logic. It will immediately go and hide. This ego
Ego hide.
it cannot handle the logic. Any logical question you ask, any practical question ask, it will not accept. It will try to hide. It will try to hide every time. At some point, you catch that I thought. Who is this thought for? Just keep observing the thoughts. Just be a witness. Just be the Sakshi. You are the Sakshi. You are the Parabrahman. Just witness. Over the time, with this practice, 10 minutes, every day, 10 minutes, you keep doing this. And over the time, it will so happen that you will start doing this over in the day as well. You will not get, like you say, engrossed. You will not get engrossed in the all the worldly things. Pain and pleasure, you will not get engrossed. And this is one part. This is the meditation part. The other part is, now we were speaking about the inner purification part as well. We have done we are carrying lots of sanchita karma, right? So and the vasanas. Vasanas is the tendencies, the impressions that we are carrying. So that should be cleaned. For that, we must do karma yoga. Nitya karma yoga. Okay? Every day. The 5 yajna which we spoke, all different types. Try to be on the ground and do the work. Put yourself in to do the work. Not a remote kind of thing. In the sense, see, this you can do. In the sense, now this is interaction. Even though this is remote, we are doing it ourselves. When I said remote, in the sense, say some relief fund I gave, let's not do that kind of thing. That's what I meant. Do it, it is good. It is not going to have so much impact on you as much as you do it with
Directly.
action. That's what I meant. That will happen for the inner purification. This will also have inner purification, and you will start becoming Sakshi over the time through the day as well. So that was the next topic that Krishna goes on to say. So there is endless cycle of action that is happening. And every time the I thought comes and claims that I'm doing it. And it never ends, right? So like how a person plants seeds. If you plant seed, a plant comes, and that will have many more seeds. Some more, many plants will come. When will you even stop claiming that I'm doing this, I'm not doing this? We get lost so much so that getting rid of that I will be difficult. So getting rid is not possible, because shadow, you cannot kill the shadow. That's not going to happen. You should drop it. Just keep observing. It's not possible to drop it, kill. Oh, I will suppress all my thoughts. Oh, I'm stressed, I will suppress all my thoughts. No, there's no use. It will come back again. It's a waste to suppress the thoughts. Let it happen. You be the observer. You understand with the gnana, with the knowledge that it is not touching you at all whatsoever.
Okay.
This will happen over the time. The more we do Shravana, I understand where you're coming from. I was in the same place some time ago, right? So it will happen. It will happen. I'm 100% sure it will happen. The
Okay.
more we do Shravana,
Yeah.
Manana, and Nididhyasa. Nididhyasa is the meditation part which I spoke
Implement.
about. And then
I
slowly,
was wondering that, yeah, I mean, many thoughts will surely come,
huh,
many bad thoughts, not bad, like, like unnecessary thoughts.
yes,
Like a thought may come that, okay, I want to eat a burger now, I want to watch a movie, which is not very good. I may
huh.
have hundreds. Now, if I keep suppressing it, it's not good. But then that'll end up into, doing that action.
Yes, yes.
So again, my mind will go towards that, like eating junk food, watching movie. So how to, kind
Huh.
of control those thoughts?
So let's take food only. Say
Hmm.
if a person is sweet tooth,
Hmm.
and he or she keeps eating lots of sweets and all that. At some point, now there is some he collapses or he goes to the doctors and finds out with the blood test that he's got diabetes
Hmm.
and it is very high. Now with the knowledge, earlier he was ignorant. He didn't have the knowledge that he had diabetes. Now he has the knowledge that he has diabetes. Will he even touch the sweet? He
He
likes
won't.
it, that is a different thing.
Hmm.
With the help of knowledge, he will not touch the sweet.
Okay. Likewise, with that knowledge, I won't go and do that action, even if that thought is coming to me.
Ah,
Okay. Okay.
and I told you, I think I told you last week, right? Say, consider two clouds, really big clouds, okay? To enter this cloud, there is one tiny path. Okay, there is one big cloud here, which is a good thought cloud. Thought you can consider as a cloud, for example. It's not one thought, it's a series of
Hmm.
thoughts bombarding, okay? And this is a bad cloud,
Hmm.
bad thoughts cloud. Uh, and to enter this cloud, there is a tiny passage. You just need one thought to get into this cloud, okay?
Hmm.
You take this one, let's take the bad example first. You just need one little bad thought. It'll, one more will add, one more will add, and it'll stitch the mind will stitch the whole story so much so that you'll be into the cloud so much. It's a cloud. It's difficult for you to come out.
Hmm.
So, uh, uh, even when you get the very first thought, abruptly stop it. Come out of it.
Hmm.
Once you get into it, no, it's so magnetic, it's very difficult to come out.
Okay. So can I replace that thought? Like, for example, if I feel like eating a burger, can I replace it by saying, okay, let me go for a walk?
Why not
That,
eat an
that,
apple?
yeah,
No,
it,
now why do you let me go for a walk? Now you're suppressing it. Anything suppressed, when it comes back, it will explode.
mm,
The more we suppress something, no, when it comes back, in another time, it's going to come back. When it comes back, it's really it's going to explode. Okay, instead of doing all that, why don't we think like a better option? Why don't I eat apple? Something like that.
mm.
You eat apple and half a burger maybe. Next time, cut it down. So it's just an example that I'm
Yeah,
giving.
yeah, yeah, got it, got it. Mhm.
Uh, uh,
Yeah.
this is one thing. See, this is one thing. One
Mm,
more thing is, all this is vasanas. Say somebody
mm,
smokes, for example.
mm,
Smoking easier example that we can take.
mm, mm,
So much addiction, right? It's not easy to give it up. So how does a person stop? Now that is a vasana. That's a
mm,
tendency that has gone so deep that it's difficult to give up. The person
mm,
knows that some cancer could come or some other
mm,
disease can happen, lungs can be blocked or like that. But still the person smokes. Why? It's the addiction. It's the vasana
mm,
that is covered up and all that.
mm,
Even with the knowledge, it is not helping.
mm,
Huh? So now clean up the vasana. Okay, gnana is given. Even gnana is not helping it. Why? Because there is a lot of inner purification that also has to be done.
mm.
So now inner purification we'll do. How? With the yajna. Yajna is for inner purification. Yajna is not, you don't go and put ghee in the fire. That is only yajna. No, that is not the only yajna. Yajna is present in different forms. Try to take up one yajna, act on strictly, uh, diligently, now, like do it every day. It will do the inner purification for you. And with the help of this, the bigger cloud, the passage that was there to get into the bigger, that will come down, no? The bigger cloud of the bad thoughts which I was talking about, it will come down. The tendencies of getting the bad thoughts or that kind of thoughts, it will definitely come down.
Yeah, and bad thoughts also include thoughts of anxiety and fear.
And I know what you're talking about. Why should you even think of fear? That's what I knew this. See, now with the help of Nana, you know that what you think you're projecting, right? Why should we fear and project some wrong things, right? If it's so very positive, if your thoughts are very positive underneath, deep underneath, that is what you will project. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It will be clear over the time.
Yeah.
Okay. And so whatever we are doing, we should do it with yajna bhava. Krishna goes on to say this. And with this, we can come out of this action in action cycle. And Krishna over here, he goes on to say different yajnas like dravya yajna, tapo yajna, yoga yajna, swadhyaya, and these, or even pranayama. Everything we can do in the form of karma yoga. Whatever I'm doing, I'm offering it to God. I'm offering it to Bhagwan. How do you think that you are doing something? You are not doing anything. You can't do anything. The little I, can it even do anything? Entire universe is making it happen for you. Everything is working for you. Okay. Right. And out of all the yajnas, the Panchamahayagna that we spoke about, Brahma Yajna is the highest, which is the Rishi Yajna, is considered the mother of all yajnas. Why is it considered a mother of all yajnas? Is even to know that other kind of yajnas exist, we should have the knowledge of those yajnas. See, now people are doing all Homa, Havan, and any other yajna people could be doing. If the Brahma yajna, if the knowledge is not given by a rishi or by a guru, then whatever is only being doing ignorantly, right? So even to get the knowledge that whatever I'm doing is with to do with yajna bhava, to do it as a karma yoga, the knowledge should be passed on, and for that, Brahma yajna or the Rishi yajna is must. So without that, other yajnas are not really yajnas. So that's why this is called mother of all yajnas. And how? Okay, I have all this knowledge. How to get this wisdom? How to get this knowledge? So for that, one should find the guru, and one should not find the guru to go and test the guru whether this guru knows something or not, knows better than me, or that kind of. You should not go with that kind of attitude. You should go with a surrender kind of attitude. And is it only that guru will keep talking, I will keep listening? No. Tadvidhi pranipatina pariprashnena sevaya. Pariprashnena. We should ask questions. you're doing correct one. We should ask questions. With that, manana is happening. Shravana is there. Shravana is listening. Manana means, mm, we discuss and
Imbibing. Yeah.
no, discuss and clarifying the doubts.
Oh. Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
And now with the help of, because say, if only Shravana is happening, now you have few doubts. You go out. Uh, oh, Shravana, it's of no use because something else is happening in the world.
Hmm.
Those doubts, if you clear it when we are discussing, then when you go and apply it in the world, then okay, you have already cleared the doubts. Now you go and apply it properly.
Hmm.
And then with a genuine desire to get the knowledge, with the help of that, like I said, with the help of surrendering bhava to the Guru.
Hmm.
We both should go and surrender to the Guru so that we receive the knowledge in the right perspective. This I wanted to tell. The knowledge will, even when Guru talks, no, knowledge will, Guru will talk, he or she will talk. Only to the level of receptivity you or I have, only that much we will be able to get.
Hmm.
There could be this much amount of knowledge in the same sentence, okay? If our receptivity is only this much, we only get little.
Hmm.
And that receptivity increases only if we go with the bhava of surrendering.
Right.
We should be able to receive.
Hmm.
Like the sea is just out there.
Hmm.
If I take a little cup, I get only 1 cup full of water from the sea.
Hmm.
The sea's water will not reduce whatever, how much ever I take, it's not going to reduce. Right? If I go with a little cup, I get only 1 cup. If I go with a big bucket, then I get bucket full of water. If I
Hmm.
go with a big truck, I get truck full of load the water.
Hmm.
Right? So go please. Mm, 1 second, sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Huh.
Hmm.
So, so that is one thing.
Hmm.
And why this Brahma Yagna, the is mother of all, the Gnana is important. There's one funny story that goes along with this. There was a guru who was, sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
So there is this rishi guru who is doing the yaga, the yaga.
Hmm.
Every time they set up and everything, they all sit and tell mantras and be ready for the puja yaga and all that. One cat comes and disturbs the yagna. And so the guru tells, okay, tie the cat. The cat
Hmm.
is tied. Next time again, the cat comes. Okay, tie the cat. And they keep doing this. So
Hmm.
after 4 times, Guru realizes, okay, the cat is coming. Instead of the cat coming and disturbing everything, we'll tie the cat before itself. The cat
Hmm.
is somewhere nearer. They bring the cat and tie it. And so next time, even before the yagna is started, wherever the cat is running around, they tie the cat and then start preparing for the get ready and all that. So
Hmm.
after many, so tying this cat has become a habit. And there
Hmm.
are many shishyas who come and go. And finally, there is a shishya who becomes one of the main this thing. And the guru also passes away.
Hmm.
Now the shishya is there. Now the shishya becomes the head of the troop. Shishya doesn't know the past. Okay.
Hmm.
Now he thinks, uh, okay, Now, yagna, everything is made ready. He thinks this without the cat, yagna should not happen.
Mm.
Even if the cat is not there, even the cat died. Guru died, cat died, everything all okay. Now the Shishya does the yagna with, oh, there is no cat. Bring a cat from even the different city and tie it and then start a yagna. So
Mm.
if there is no knowledge of what should
Mm.
be done, what action should, there's no point in doing uh,
Mm.
any other this thing. It's a this kind of story. We are doing
That's
this
yeah. Even in
quickly.
sometimes in our life, when we are celebrating any festival or doing any ritual, I think 80 or 90% of the time we are just doing it mechanically. So if we had elders at home who actually knew what the reason was for doing all this or how it is to be done properly, it would be, yeah,
Yeah, no, those things, certain
yeah,
things,
yeah,
there are reasons, but it's just not passed on, right?
properly. Yeah.
Passed on properly.
Mm. Mm.
So, yeah, so in the yajna, Krishna now here goes on to say, uh, the thing that is offered, we put many things into the yajna, like we put fruits, dried fruits, and many other things into yajna, right? In the while we do the deva yajna,
Mm.
the proper homa, that kind of thing. The thing that is offered is also Brahman. The person
Mm.
who is doing is also Brahman. The
Mm.
action is also Brahman, and the result is also Brahman. Everything is Brahman.
Mm.
Okay? It's not only the result, everything, the entire process, everything is Brahman. Brahman. So, so this is like explain now this we are seeing we are seeing that we were taught since our childhood that book is Saraswati, we should not stamp on book, or you know we should do puja to the plants, we should do you know all that kind of things. So we try to see god divinity in every other thing, right?
Mm.
Whereas the knowledge of Brahman, this is the Sadguna Brahman, the material uh, Maya Shakti part of the Brahman. Whereas
Mm.
the Parabrahman is beyond words. Anything that is told is impossible to describe Bhagwan. It's impossible. So
Mm.
even if we want to talk about Bhagwan, we are only lying. It's not possible to comprehend by the mind.
Mm.
But without talking, it's impossible to even for people to get to close to that as well. So
Mm.
there should be something that should be told so that inner purification happen, and one should realize that self-realization only you can be felt, only I can be felt myself. I can't show
Mm.
it to you, can't show it to me. I definitely can't show Guru in the sense. When I say I, Guru cannot show it to you or Guru cannot show it to me. I will have to realize myself, you will have to realize yourself. Somebody
Mm.
else will not be able to even describe it. Even description is not easy
Mm.
because Brahman is beyond words. So how do I make all this happen? With the help of Gnana, we will burn the ignorance. And how this happens? Through Karma Yoga, inner purification. And how we do this? With Yajna Bhava, we do everything.
Mm.
Suddenly it will not happen. We should do it in every other practice that we do in everyday life.
Mm.
Yeah, this is it for the fourth chapter, Radhika ji.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Pallavi ji.
Thank
Mm.
you. So shall we conclude?
Yeah, 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 we can.
It quickly finished actually.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it was good. And so from now onwards, from March 3rd onwards,
Huh.
shall I
So
attend
what we can do
Guru?
now is,
Mm.
uh, from now on, obviously you are in Guruji's group. You can continue attending his sessions. Deepak ji has also moved on. He is in Guruji's sessions already as well. In future, we'll see. Now I'm calling out for a new batch. I'll conclude this batch to this chapter because the regular attendees I have moved on to Guruji's group.
Mm.
So I'm very happy for you all. That's the evolution. That was the end goal. So that
Mhm.
we all get our guru, realize, then you realize yourself, which is the end goal, right? Uh, so I'm looking for the new batch students to start. So I'll start the next class with the very first session for the new batch.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
And
And
I
if you
mean,
know anyone, please
yeah,
uh,
yeah,
recommend them to my
I've
class.
circulated. Did
Okay.
anyone contact you so
I
far from that
they
working group, working?
Okay,
uh,
I don't know. I don't ask from where they are coming, but there have been people contacting me. I don't know who, because even I have sent it in a few groups and I've sent it to
Okay.
few other people. It's just gone everywhere. So I'm not really able to track from whom they got or something like that.
Okay.
If you can resend the message, because many people they tend to skip
Yeah,
the
it's,
forwards and that sort of thing.
I'll
If
do
you
that.
can resend it, it will be helpful.
Sure, sure, I'll do that. And also for the new batch, just a request, if whenever you're doing from fifth to eighth, because I think Guruji is on the ninth chapter, now, right? So
Yes.
fifth to eighth, I can attend yours whenever you do for that new
Yeah,
group.
yeah, you can definitely attend. But I'm telling, when you've stepped up, why do you want to step down to my classes?
Ah, no, 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 that five and no, no, nothing like that. But
Uh,
at least that I don't know if Guruji will cover that
No,
chapter
no,
five.
Deepak ji also told the same thing. I told him the same thing. I told him uh, something came up while we were talking. Then he told, no, no, Pallavi ji, I will attend your class, etc., etc. No, once you get Guruji's darshan, then that is done. You got your Guru. See, now I study in a primary school, and they put me in tell I am capable, and they put me in P- to a PhD class or something. Will you be with a primary school teacher, or will you be with a Nobel Prize winner?
No, no, no. But it's always good to, refresh the
Yes,
concept,
I
the
will. I will.
fundamentals.
Anyway, you
Yeah.
are in the group, right? It'll be the same group. I'll continue. I'll add the new people.
Okay, okay.
Whenever you want, you can join. I don't have a problem.
Mhm. Sure,
I
sure, sure.
definitely don't have a problem. I'm happy to.
Yeah, yeah, no problem at all for me
Thank you so
also.
much for coming. See, otherwise today it was just you, right? So I
Mhm.
wouldn't have been able to finish the fourth chapter otherwise. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Uh,
And Guruji's session again, I'm so sorry, on March 8th, I won't be able to attend. So
okay.
I think he
Eighth,
recites
you got it on eighth, is it?
8th, yeah. Sorry, no, ninth of
Fine.
March. Yeah.
Okay, you can, if possible, you try to come on 10.
Yeah, I'll see because the program is till 10 p.m. night, the
So,
Salanga Puja.
uh,
So I don't know. I have to see, my
doesn't
daughter
matter.
has
You
done.
see, one day, Radhika ji, trust me, um, you will actually thank me. Even if you
Oh,
take strain and why Pallavi is forcing me, trust me, you will thank me.
sure, sure.
Okay?
I will try my best, but
Huh,
I can't guarantee, but I'll
huh,
surely try my best.
huh. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Let's conclude the class. Asatoma
Asatoma,
Sadgamaya
Satkamaya,
Tamasoma
Tamasoma,
Jyotirgamaya
Jyotirgamaya,
Mrityorma
Mrityorma,
Amritangamaya.
Amritam Gamaya.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Lokaha Samastaha
Lokaha Samastaha
Sukhino Bhavantu.
Sukhino Bhavantu.
Lokaha Samastaha
लोकाः समस्ताः
सुखिनो भवन्तु।
सुखिनो भवन्तु।
हरिः ओम्।
हरिः ओम्।
श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः।
श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः।
हरिः ओम्।
हरिः ओम्।
See you, Radhika ji, next time.
Yeah, thank you,
Hariom.
Pallavi ji. See you. Yeah, take care. Bye.
Bye.